I'm Kenny Lowry. Today we're going to take a look at a combination of two basalt columns and a basalt bowl. We put these together, this being the tallest one. You've got 360-degree coverage with the water coming over this. This one's got that split top here where the water comes out the back some, but mostly flows out that front. And we have that flowing into that bowl. And the reason we're doing that, it makes a lot of sound. When you have the water falling on water, it's a very loud or very noisy fountain, and a lot of people want that sound so that they're trying to mask road noise or just neighborhood noise in general, or just having that sound to be just that running water sound. We have this set up on a disappearing fountain system, and it's a 4x4 basin. Now the way that we've got the water flowing here, we're right at the border of what a 4x4 can take. Not size, but in splash. You've got to be able to catch that splash. We've done a couple of things here to try to catch that splash. You can see the water falling here, and we've got this big stone overhanging the basin. So any water that hits here and splashes, hits that rock and goes back into the basin. We've kind of done the same thing all the way around here, and you'll see that. But where you're going to get most of your splashes where water falls into other water. So if you're going to put this on a 4x4 basin, you may need to turn the water volume down. So you have, make sure you ask about that, and we have flow adjustments on it so you can divert the water from one column to another. So you maybe want more water coming up out of that one, less coming out of this one, or less coming out of this, whatever it is, until you get the water adjusted down to where you're not losing so much water. The other thing that you could do, probably what I would recommend doing, is including our rubber liner system with it. You're still using a 4x4 basin, but you're going to come out with a rubber liner, and you're going to have a footprint of about 6 feet then. So instead of 4-foot footprint, if you do the rubber liner, you come out with 6-foot footprint, and any water that lands over here, which right now is outside of the basin, would land on top of that rubber liner and flow back into the basin, so you don't actually lose that water. That's probably what I'd recommend if you want this much water volume. If you're willing to turn it down, then you can stick with the 4x4 basin, knowing that you're going to adjust that water to where you need it to be able to catch it. Right now, I'll grab the camera and show you up close. It's got a lot of sound to it, probably one of the noisiest fountains that we have in this size. Of course, some of the bigger ones are noisier. But I'll see if I can be quiet here and you can kind of catch all that sound. You see you're having the pluming effect out of the top of the rock, and you also have the flowing sound of water hitting on water. And that bowl is neat. You can hardly see that there in the bottom, but it's flowing out primarily what I'll call the front there. So you didn't have that larapi grass there. You could see it flowing out the front as well. Now we've got it set up on top of a couple of bricks here on the column. The bricks give it a couple of inches elevation higher, and you can do that. And the stones, then, the way you put the pebbles around it, covers up the brick, so you don't actually see the brick. That just gives it a little bit more height. Now remember, this is GFRC boulder, stands for glass fiber reinforced concrete. It's the same material used in zoo exhibits and animal habitats. It has the look, the feel, and the texture of real rock at about 1/5 the weight. Now, this is a mold made of a real rock, and it looks exactly like the mother rock. And I'll show you the detail on this. You can see every crack, crevice, detail that was in that mother rock is in this rock. And all of our boulders are that way. You're going to see that. This is a GFRC boulder right here that I've got setting beside it. And I'm going to stand up on that right now, so it is very strong. I'll show you the back side of this fountain. You can see water coming out of that column there, and here on the back, this one's dry on the back. There again, you're seeing all that detail. This one flows all the way around. So you got 360-degree coverage on that, and that's something you can tilt. If you wanted this middle one here to be flowing all the way around, you could tilt that, shim it on one side or the other, divert that water around so that you can get the water flowing the way that you want it to. I'll go all the way around here. See all that detail on that rock. They look exactly like the mother rock.